the following presentation of the National Football League. A look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being the quarterback.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Niners' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. On the give, it's Williams. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
For an opener, Purdy to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Purdy going to put it up again. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On third down, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. McCaffrey. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Kirk is the motion man. A fateful jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Third and goal. It's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 30 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Avante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Williams gets it on the draw. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Jordan Watkins is deep for San Francisco. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense ready for their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score, as they start again with a first down. They'll roll out here with Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Third down. Purdy. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the game. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he's got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 7, 49ers 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
Loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. And they are facing a 2nd and long. of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
On play action. Here's Dak. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And the Cowboys first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Second down, Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, Prescott to the air. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On play action, here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Purdy. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a 49er first down.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now it's Evans for the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one caught at the 4. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
At the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Malik Hooker, the fine safety, coming on the rush that time to record the sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
4th and goal.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Short kick taken at the 17. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dow. Left side, caught by Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Kittle is the man in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Donovan Ezeraku there to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Kittle is the man in motion. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
At the 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9. Purdy to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Donovan Ezaraku on the tackle. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Pearsall, the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down. Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll push forward for about a yard. Dante Fowler there to make the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. You give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Niners move out front. It's 9-7. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. They'll run here with McCaffrey. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up.
They'll let McCaffrey try to run it. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Cowboys 7.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A give, and here comes Williams. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Pistol now for Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They run over center with Williams. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
A gain of
So anytime you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill at or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And the Cowboys are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pick up with 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Kittle is the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Third down. Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, 49.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. Throwing again is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, The receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Look wide. Get this one complete.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Purdy. Throw across his body is complete, and it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
23 yards.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
A give for McCaffrey running right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle by DeMarvion Overshown. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. There's Evans. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
It's fourth down.
The 49ers out for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
Here's second down and 3. On the ground, Williams. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. McCaffrey. Now McCaffrey loses the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, 49ers.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
The Niners use the first of their timeouts. And stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. The 49ers out to punt this one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
3rd and short. Prescott. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 49ers offense make their way out to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throw on there, caught by Kittle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. A tight end in motion now. Play action. Here's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field? and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now, this looks like a design run. Oh, a loose football. The Niners have got it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. All alone is the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. They send Evans in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Now, how about this? It's a fake, and that is not going to work out. They took a big chance there. Here in overtime, we'll play on as they turn it over on downs. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's down. Left side, caught by Lamb.
A gain of 6. And the Cowboys 1st down.
1
First and 10 at the
Just take what the
45-yard line.
defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards. They wind up getting 7 on that 3rd and 4.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one to win it in overtime. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have.
40-yard attempt.
This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So, it's a win for the Cowboys. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.